for that inconvenience. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning from Timor Leste. So, my name is Dircia, and first of all, I would like to congratulate you all for being selected in this wonderful webinar. I know that this is quite competitive, and you guys are the best of the people that have been applied for this webinar. So I was given a topic to talk about how youth's influence in environmental activism contributes to SDG. So yeah, okay. So this is just a brief introduction about me. As Lady has mentioned, I'm from Timor Leste, and I hold my bachelor in environmental management and planning. And currently, I'm doing my master in environmental leadership. So I just resigned from UNDP as I need to focus on my study. Apart of that, I'm also doing volunteer work that is focused on the leadership and climate change through these 3 different youth groups. So it was so great to see how interactive you guys were during the Dr. Nikki session, and please keep it up. Let's try our best to be as interactive as possible. And therefore, I really encourage you guys to, again, be active in sharing your thoughts, your ideas, or anything that comes into your mind in the chat box throughout the presentation, so we all can learn from each other. Great. To start with, how are you guys feeling today? I can see the enthusiasm that you guys have been shown during the previous session, but I just want to know a brief about your feeling today. You're guys excited, happy, nervous, excited to meet new people? Please write down in the chat box. It can be 1 to 2 phrase or a word or even emoji will do. So please do so. Yeah, so excited. Great, feeling blessing. Oh, I can see more and more coming out. That's great. I really love how active and enthusiastic you all are. Excited, great. Yes, I can feel the positive vibes here. Thank you so much for that. So please go on. And I have another one here for you to type on the chat box. So at the end of this session, I'll be happy if, so this is just an expectation that I want to know from you all. So again, please write down on the sentence, on the chat box again. I can see that's coming up. I hope that it will put in a good word for us. Yeah, it could bring a positive and great impact on my society. Anyone? What is your expectation? What do you want to take out from this session? You want to meet new people or learn something new? You can share experience and knowledge. This is great. Thank you so much. I love the expectation and motivation here. I'll try my best to meet all your expectation. And if not, we still have 2 amazing speakers which I'm sure that will share some of things that you may be expected. I can influence other youths. That is great. If it could be important and youth activists, a good impact to youth. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts in the chat box. So yeah, we are talking about the SDG. So how can we all contribute to the SDG? So, well, I know that this is not something new, and I'm sure most of you here are familiar with these goals. So I'm not gonna go deeper on that, but basically, I just want to say that the SDG, or sometimes called the global goals, it's a universal call for action. So it's a universal call for action. It's not something for us to learn or something for us to talk, but it's to act. So it is designed to give all of us a planet a better future with 100 of targets and indicators. And it is and we have to achieve these goals by 2030. So to continue on, I would like again to please write down the chat box. What do you want the world to look like in 2030? So this is something related to what Dr. Nikki mentioned before. We just want to know your vision or something that you want to see in the next 10 years or in the next 9 years. So I just want to think about how old will you be in 2030 and what is your vision? What the things that you want to see? What the changes that you want to see in 2030? Yes, I can see. Okay, COVID-free. Yeah, this is all we want. Save the earth and make our life greener. And yeah, maybe you want to be a zero waste or no poverty or no air pollution. Equality in every sector. Yes, equality. This is important. Better environment. Stability among nations. I love the vision. I love those visions you guys have mentioned here on the chat box. Great. So yeah, as you can see here, the global goals, I can see that many of your vision or your goals here are same of what I've seen in the SDGs. So for example, zero poverty. So it's number 1. And as someone said that you want to be free COVID. So of course, so it's SDG number 3, good health and well-being. And someone's talking about the equality in every sector. It's 4. And peace, like safe for everyone. And it's 16. It's peace, justice, and strong institutions. A green world. We have different goals that is related to the clean environment, the green world, like climate change, life below water, like, and so on. So you see, your goals are represented here in the SDG. So that's the same goals that the world has to agree on it. The world has agreed on it. So what makes the SDG are so important is the fact that this is the global goal. So it is a common language that we all around the world, that every country is speaking, and we all united to collaborate and work together. So we all united around in this common language. So these goals and each goal here makes us like more connected and more united than ever before. So for example, if it's not this goal, then I guess we don't have this kind of webinar that we are doing right now. So maybe there will be less people or no people from different countries that will be gathered to talk about certain issue or certain goals. So these goals are not designed for like for a specific country or a specific group of people, but it's for all people around the world, for every country. So as Dr. Nikki mentioned before about the goals and targets that some of the city in the United States has, but this goal is designed for the US, but for the SDG, no, this is the target goals for every country or for people around the world. Since this is a global target, then we need to collaborate on that. We need to have a great cooperation among the government, among the international organization, the world leader, the communities, or even individuals to play their roles in contributing to these goals. Therefore, we all united in this mission to work together to achieve these goals. So as a youth, what is our role? So how can we play an important role in these goals, to achieve these goals? Again, you can write down on the chat box what the role that the youth can have to contribute to SDG, but we have limited time here, so I I just continue the presentation. So as we know that, and I'm sure most of you already aware, the role of us as a youth in contributing to these global goals. So actually, there are a lot of different roles that we as a youth can play, and it can be started by educating ourselves to understand the community needs and be part of the solution. It can be like adopting the eco-friendly lifestyle or working with a company or youth group or any organization that contributes to these goals. But here, what I want you all to think about is to find your vision or to find your goal or passion or even a story, then turn them into the action. So if you want to see the changes, like you mentioned before about your vision or your goal in the next 2030. So if you want to see the changes, the vision to be achieved, then be part of the process and be part of the solution. And most importantly, put SDG as a foundation to collaborate. So that it can like help us to achieve the scale or sustained impact that we all need to see in the future. For example, if you're interested or passionate in SDG number 13, which is about the climate action, then find people who have the same goals. Then you can start talking and collaborating and toward and working towards these goals. So this is the role that I want you to think about closely, how each one of us can contribute to the SDG. So here I just want to give an example about my personal experience, how I turn my passion or my vision into the action. So I have a vision of zero waste in the future. So I find people who have the same goals and then work with it. So this is pretty similar with what Dr. Nikki said before about find your wheel or find your way. So what the project that we were doing that we did before here was focus on the waste, especially we do our project about how can art influence environmental behavior, like performing theater or visual art, especially the impact of waste to the ocean. So here we use the challenge prize approach to find creative, influential, and powerful arts that would be used as tools to raise public awareness on waste issue. More information about the project can be found in this link. So if you're interested about this project and want to know more about it, please check in this link. And so yeah, this is a project that that we collaborated with the YSEALI fellows in Indonesia and also supported by the East West Center Hawaii. So if it's not the common goals like the SDG number 12, if it's not these goals, then I think I wouldn't have a chance to implement this initiative. So it's because of this goal, the global goals, or because of this common language that united us to work together or to collaborate. So so I want also to give you another example here. So this is the second example, the local conference of youth or LCOI that my team and I just ran a few weeks ago. So LCOI, for those who are not familiar with the LCOI, this is a local event with a regional national focus that empower youth to participate in climate action and decision-making process. So basically, this is a great chance for youth to raise their voices by developing the youth statement, which will be then submitted to the UN events such as COP or any climate event, and so on. So this year, the LCOI is implemented for the first time among 10 countries with the same goal. So this is the first time we implemented LCOI here in Timor Leste. So by giving this example, I just want to show that this is one of the a good example that how people in the world can work together and collaborate to achieve the same goals. And I just want you to think about how you can contribute to the global goals as well. This is the example of raising voice for the voiceless. Even though you're not implemented any project in the community or in your society, but if you raise your voice and be part of the decision-making process, then you already contribute to the SDG, or you already contributed to the great impact both at local level or international level. So that's why it's really important to think about your passion and your will. And I'm sure that each one of you here, we have different ability, different skills, different passion or hobby. That's why use that one to make that impact in our community. Yeah, this is the example. And if you want to know more about the LCOI, again, we have the website here. This is the global website. This link, you can check in this link how other countries implemented their event in their country. So yeah, youth, we are the players, not the spectators. So we have limited of time here. 2030, it's almost here. It's already 2021, and 2030, it's 9 years away. So we have limited time. We need everybody to be the players, not the spectators. We just don't sit around and wait what UN will tell us to do or expecting someone to do it for us. But we have to be the players. We are the one that can make a change in the future. You know your people in your community, and you know what the situation looks like. You know what happens to surrounds you. So it starts with you. We have to build around and united, customize it to the community. These are things that we can contribute. So it's a process we want to contribute. And most importantly, we need to realize that learning happens through actions. It is also important to educate ourselves and inform ourselves about the facts, the reality, the challenges that happening, the solution that other people make, or the initiatives that have been done. But it's also it's also important to realize that that the learning happens through actions. And this has been shown in my personal experience, either volunteers or professional. I can feel that during my 3 years studying my bachelor degree, I knew that I learned a lot of things as well, but the things that I learned most, and it's really impacted myself and also the community around me, is through the process or through the project that I've been implementing so far. So yeah, create meaning that is in the heart and in the hand, heart and hand. This is the big needs that our community need right now, the players, not the spectators. So yeah, I know that I talked a lot about here, but I just want to show you the partnership platform. So this is the SDG Partnership Platform. For those who don't know about this platform, for those who don't know about this platform, this is a UN Global Registry of Voluntary Commitment and multi-stakeholders partnership made in support to SDG. So if you have anything or any project or initiative that you think that contributing to the SDG, then register your initiative here. It also facilitates sharing knowledge and expertise among multi-stakeholders. So this is a great chance as well for you to learn from other people's experience and be part of the solution. So another thing that I would like to think about the things that has been written here. This is the initiatives or the project that have been contributing to the SDG. So this shows that it's not you end up like doing this, the work that contributing to the SDG. Of course, there are like agency and project from the UN, but it's also us. You see the initiative here, the project here shows that we are the one that make it happen. Therefore, it's really important to know that your part also is important. Your presence or your role also is important in contributing to these global goals. So as I mentioned before about the art project that we did a few years ago, this also has been registered in this platform. This is our youth group name, and also the project with other YSEALI fellows that has been implemented project that contributed to the SDG as well. So again, I really encourage you guys to register your initiative to show that your action matters. So yeah, this is just an information for you to check if you're interested. This is the Youth Summit, the SDG Youth Summit that is coming up. It will be held online from September 22 to September 24. So you can sign up or you can register for yourself if you're interested. So the Youth SDG Summit will bring together, of course, the talented and brightest people around the world and every country who is working to accelerate the social impact and also the SDG. So again, if you're interested, please find the link up here and also here, the Youth SDG Summit.com, and register for yourself. And we also have World Climate Summit 2021 coming up. So this one is for those who are interested in SDG 13, of course, the climate action. So this is your great chance to meet globally recognized climate activists from different countries. So yeah, I'm sure that you will meet other participants or other people that have the same goals as you and can be working together or collaborating together to create an impact in your own community. So the deadline for the registration is 20 September 2021, 11:99 p.m. GMT +6. So you can find this one on the Facebook as well. So this is a Facebook event. And yeah, this brings to the end of my presentation. And I would like you to answer this question in your own time. It doesn't have to be right now. What will be your leadership legacy when you depart from your organization or your youth group, or when you depart from this planet? So thank you so much for the listening.
Wow, what an amazing presentation. Thank you very much, Tirsia. We know that as a youth, we can't be a spectator. We have to be the action. We have to be the someone who move our feet and run and walk through any issues that we are concerned about. And also, I also know that the thing is we should do as a youth is raise our voice, right? We should really make a change by raise our voice, by do the action and integrate it in our community. And also, I want to encourage all the participants to ask to Dircia. And do you know what? Some of them I really apply to this session because of you. Yeah.
Oh no.
we put a question on our application form that what is your expectation to join this webinar? And some of them answer that we want to meet Mana Dirsia. Yeah, something like that. They are very happy to have you here. And actually, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What was trigger you to be part of the environmental activists? Besides, you have a college talking about environmental management. Before that, what is motivate you to be part of this activist?
Well, thank you, lady. This is a very great question. This is quite a long story, but I'll make it short. So the first time I can feel the calling to be part of the environmental activism when I was in eighth grade. Yeah, I was in 8th grade when I read a story about the forest that students like the field trip to the forest, and at that time I was imagining like myself in that forest with other students on this story, and I was like, this is like, I can feel like the love and the feeling of like belonging in that story. And therefore, like I was like grew up in a coastal area, but my mom is from the uphill. So during the school holiday, I always ask my grandma to take me to my mom's hometown because it passed through the rainforest, and every time I passed that forest, like my feeling was like, I don't know, it's just something that has to explain, but you feel that connection between yourself with the environmental, with the thing that surrounds you. And also other thing that motivates me to do this work is, we know that like most of our ages, we grew up in a, how do I say it? Not in the technology time, I guess. So most of our time is like spending outdoor, like playing with other kids, like swimming in the river or going to like catch the fish or anything that is fun outside. So, but now I can see that things is different. It's not only because of the technological influence, but it's also the changes that happening in our environment. The river is vanished, and the coastal area that we used to play and walk, it's full with the seawater. So this like encouraged me more and more to be part of it, and especially the things that changes, especially the negative change that surrounds me. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually to be an environmental activist, we know that it should be calls from our inside, right? Connecting with the nature, feeling amazed to the forest, and live as a girl who live near the coastal. So yeah, we got
yeah, it's our story that motivates me. You know, you will face like a lot of challenges along the way, but it's really important to know your why you want to start at the first place. And there is a lot of way that you can stay motivated, because you know that the feeling, it's not only you that like feel, but of course there are a lot of people out there that feeling the same thing. So SDG, it's something that really fascinating, something that really is special because it's global goals, and you can find the similar goals or similar why that other people out there also have the same. So yeah, this is something that help you to stay motivated, knowing that you're not alone in this battle.
yeah, even we are come from different country, yet we are face the same problem. So we got a question here from Thu from Myanmar. What are the main challenges you encounter to achieve a zero waste community?
Great. Thank you very much for the question. Yeah, I've been doing a work related to waste 2 years now. So as mentioned before by Dr. Nikki, so it's a pro and cons, the good thing and the bad thing. It depends which mindset or which idea or opinions that our society believe on that. Some people see that as a gift or something. For example, like plastics, they thought this is just an amazing like innovation that help people. Of course, it helps us like in many ways, but it also creates problems. So it's not about the what the big company produce or produce to us, but it's us, the demand from the customer. So it's really important like to help our community and people surround us to understand their behavior. So actually, who is the one contributing to this problem? So the problem that I usually face like during my activities in waste related problem is they believe that this is something that someone can do for us. Like this is the role of the government. The government should take care of that, but not knowing that we are the one creates that problem. So yeah, this is the problem that I've been facing. But as we all, some of us here or most of us here already mentioned before in the previous chat box that we have a hope. If like the environmental problem like has been discussing a long time, and now we can see the changes, the good thing and the bad thing, and this something that shows that there is a hope in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always there is a hope in the future. So yeah, comes to some of the question we can forward to you later on and let the participant know about that. But since the time is going and running, we really need to sum up all the presentation. That one of the comment on the chat box I read before is actually we can be part of the process. We don't need to make a big action. We can start with a small thing like put the garbage in the places. That's really wonderful comment that I read on the chat box. And yeah, to sum up this presentation, please tell us one thing that we should do as a youth to advocacy the environmental during this COVID pandemic issues. So give a short brief about that, Tushia. What should we do as a youth to still advocacy about environmental during this COVID situation?
Great. Thank you very much for this beautiful question. And yeah, as I mentioned before, that we all have different roles and we all have different skills and abilities. We all have different experience. So use this skill and turn them into an action. If you are good at talking, then start talking and sharing with your friends, with your family. And if you're good at video, and then start YouTube video like myself. If you are like good at the editing, and then start edit poster and post on your or social media platform. You don't know that you don't so sometimes you don't realize that a small action can change someone's life until they told you. So every small action matters, and this is the time for us to make a change that we want to see in the future. Thank you.
Wow, what a great work. Still, we are the player, not the spectator. So do whatever we can do, start from now on and start from ourselves. Thank you very much, Dursia, for your precious time. We really want to say we're grateful to be and to have you here. So, but we should go on the show. So thank you very much, Dursia.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I hope you guys can learn new things from me.
Lots of learn from you. We really feel your spirit vibes. Okay. To continue this, we know that it's been